There's no such place as Kokomo, as far as the natives know. No, no, no. And the natives sing salami, baloney, man, that's really phony. That hammering, put down that washing. We all feel it, a change is happening. Call the neighbors to get together. Can we get a grip, share a goal, make a plan? Another t-shirt shop, over there another condo. No more conks on my block, money rules El Mondo. Everybody want a piece of the action, everybody want a piece of the rock. Everybody want a free parking place, please. Come on down, try this key lime squeeze. Feel my foothold slipping from me. Want to hold on to what I've got. The door is closing on my children. Got to hold on to what we've got. We've had it up to here with confusion. The cost is too great at any price. Focusing national attention on this thing called paradise. Another t-shirt shop, over there another condo. No more conks on my block, Everybody want a piece of the action. Everybody want a piece of the rock. Everybody want a free parking place, please. Come on down, try this key lime squeeze.
Looking for the perfect way to kick off your weekend? Tune in to Tiki Man Radio every Friday night from 7 to 9 for the one and only B-Man and me, Shell. They're bringing you all the tropical vibes, good times, and great music to start your weekend off right. Catch the show live at tikimanradio.com or stream it on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Don't miss out on the fun. It's island time, no matter where you are.
Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone who's there. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. Take second best, put me to the test. Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Your own personal Jesus. Someone to hear your prayers, someone who cares. Your own personal Jesus, someone to hear your prayers, someone to care. Feeling unknown and you're all alone, flesh and bone by the telephone. Lift up the receiver, I'll make you a believer. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain. I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight tonight. We are traveling at 35,000 feet at approximately 420 knots. Those on the left side of the aircraft, I'd like you to take a look out your window. We're passing over Key West, and I'd like to point out Beechy Shell Studios. You're in luck tonight as our in-flight entertainment will be Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. So sit back, relax, leave the flying to me, and enjoy B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. Oh, I'd like to suggest downloading the free app so when we do get to our final destination, you can listen to everything on Tiki Man Radio. Enjoy your flight, enjoy the in-flight entertainment, and thank you for flying Tiki Man Radio Airlines.
I've got some useless but important information. Got a hot tip on a filly in the third. Skyping with a pretty girl who lives halfway around the world. Won't be long till everybody's heard. I have sworn and I cannot reveal my sources. I can tell you though that it's not Nancy Grace. I've been forced to change my plans, won't be traveling to Sudan. My destination could be outer space. Where am I bound? It don't matter. Pocket dialing halfway across the nation. What do I hear? Mindless chatter. All this useless and important information. There are camera crews for blocks outside her trailer. The whole thing's going viral as we sing. Are they fake or are they real? Looks like her boyfriend cut a deal. She'll be dancing with the stars before the spring. You see, she spent her whole Katrina check on implants. Crisis over destiny fulfilled. Blue tarp or silicone, either way the money's gone. I guess there's more than one way to rebuild. Who really cares? Trillions Twitter. I can't comprehend the titillation. Breaking news, world's in the shitter. Covering useless and important information. Gold starts out in the ground till very clever men dig it up and weigh it, then they bury it again. Mostly comes from Africa and ends up in Fort Knox. Only gets its value from the guards and chains and locks. Pretty rocks.
Hey, this is Sweet Harriet, and I'm taking a walk with my earbuds, and I'm tuned in to Tiki Man Radio with B-Man and Michelle and Coastal Confessions, 'cause I can take a walk and listen, I can sit down and listen, I can go to the bathroom and listen, and I can go on the treadmill, or just chill out in my favorite chair with my favorite beverage, tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. Tiki Man Radio.
Coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
That's right. Another Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle right here, coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studios and the Beechy Shell Hideaway here in Key West, Florida. The lovely Michelle with me tonight. Hello, Michelle.
Hello. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine. Let me turn it up over here so you can hear yourself over there.
That's okay. Hello.
Hello. Tell them what you're watching on TV.
I am rewatching the new Strange New Worlds episodes from last night because
Strange New World.
it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was kind of cute. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, 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 wonderful day, Friday. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Let me say hi to some people. The really cool people, B-Man and Michelle, are listening online.
How are we doing that?
You know what? I can do all kinds of cool things. Callie McCool, all the way in California, is listening in tonight. I think he's back from his trip. He was out doing his, I forget where he was at. I think he was out in the Caribbean somewhere. I can't remember where you were at, Callie, but you were out on vacation, probably a very much deserved vacation as hard as you work. Bob Bitchin is out there. The Tiki Man himself is out there having a good time. Had a good discussion with him today. It was great catching up. And let me see, Bob Bitchin. Thanks, Bob, for being a part of the show tonight. And I can't forget, let me bring this over here because it's too far over to the side. And we got Bill and Ann Abbott listening in tonight. They are at, listening in from Big Guys Campground in Brockport, New York. So is it just you guys, or do you have another couple with you that I can say a hello to? So Callie wants to know, guess what he's drinking tonight, Michelle?
Pilar?
No, I'm going to say it's some kind of beer. I'm going to say a beer. I'm not quite sure what kind of. I think he's been drinking some IPAs in the past shows that we had. So, yes.
That was my guesses.
So, yeah, yours was Pilar and what?
Pilar or Coors.
Or Coolers. So I said some kind of IPA. So let's see if we're wrong
Maybe it was just
on
generic rum.
any of those. So let's see. What is Callie drinking tonight?
Can you tell us?
I don't know. He should be telling us what's going on. There we go. That's enough of that. So, let me see. Yes, like the first song starting the night off, useless but important information. That's what this show's really all about, you know. It's useless and important. We're kind of like the Seinfeld show. You know, we're a show about nothing. You know, kind of making fun of those people out there. And, you know, that's what we do. We have little names for everybody. He goes, yes, I'm drinking an IPA from the Turks and Caicos.
Is that where you were?
Was that where you were at there, Callie, or were you someplace else? And did you bring that home with you if you were in the Turks and Caicos? So busy week for us, but I want to get to some really quick news. Portions of Mallory Square has opened to foot traffic.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
I thought
portions were kind of already open, but like the closed portions are reopening. I'm taking.
Well, yeah, some of them. Some of them are still kind of closed, but I think there's been enough people complaining, like, what the hell? Now it's only foot traffic. You can't go out there with your car or anything else.
Go out there with your car anyway.
Whatever. Well, yeah, but some people, I don't know. You just never know. Lots. I want to give a great big shout out to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. Those guys have, they're taking care of the camera, so you can watch us on YouTube, and there is a picture of the Southernmost Pint Brewpub right there, and check that out. 522 Front Street when you're down here in Key West. Hey, I want to also remind everybody, if you're in Key West, they do their happy hours 4 to 6 p.m. every day, 25% off all drinks. And local and active military get 25% off all day. And they just recently posted, let me get this, make sure I say this correctly. They just advertised on their site. Handcraft beer, wine, etc., food, games, and more. 522 Front Street. All day locals. All day now. All day locals, happy hour, 25% off all drinks. So there you go. So if you're in Key West, make sure you go down to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. Check out their happy hour. Check out their 18 beers on tap. Yes, lots of good stuff. And see, Callie says it's called Down the Road IPA. That's a cool one. Very cool one. So there we go. Let's get that back up there. Picture of you and me. So yeah, so we've got Mallory Square opening up, some of it to foot traffic. Again, lots happening down at the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, and I'll probably talk about that a couple times throughout. But, they're happy hour all day if you're a local. So I think I'm going to go into business and print local cards so people can buy them from me for $5, and then they can go and show their local card and get their happy hour. What do you think of that?
They have one of those. It's called your driver's license.
Maybe I'll make fake driver's license for everybody, just so they can get local drinks. The other thing that's coming up, I thought was really cool. If you're on YouTube, you'll be able to see this. But I'm going off camera for a minute, so here we go. They're doing their Oktoberfest, serving traditional German food and beer, October 10, 11, and 12 all day. They're going to do a Stein holding competition on Saturday, October 11th. They're going to do, that's at 6 p.m. They're doing women's, men's, and best-looking Stein.
Ooh, we've got some nice-looking Steins.
I have some nice-looking Steins, so I know we'll be taking our Steins down there. And I think they're going to add another competition to that, because I have a magical Stein that is full of holes. And no matter how there is the secret way to figure out how to drink that beer.
From which hole?
From that Stein. And
you have to plug one of the holes or something, don't you?
No, but don't tell the secret on air.
Well, that's why there's holes, I would guess.
There's holes, but you don't know which one you have to put your finger over. So it's really cool. So I can't wait to put that in. So again, October. What do we say the dates were on that? That was October 10th. I'm going back to the thingy here. October 10th, 11th, and 12th all day. So Oktoberfest at the Pint. I'm assuming he's going to have some really cool Oktoberfestish kind of beers.
They should have a...
Oktober Fetish.
No,
That's what they should have had over Adam and Eve. Oktober Fetish. What?
A yard drinking contest.
Yes, that was the other thing we brought up today, too, was they should do a yard. Drink out of the boot.
No, a yard.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Not a boot.
Yeah, well. They should do a yard and a boot.
But a contest.
And make sure you don't get the bubble from the boot.
Have 2 people with 2 yards and see who finishes first without getting the bubble all over them.
Go! Oh, I see Willie's up, our orange cat over there. Willie! Yeah, so he's up. We'll see what kind of shenanigans he's going to be playing. The other thing that the Pine are doing, they're starting to advertise their movie nights. And their first one is going to be August 29th at 8 p.m. It's free, and it's Tales from Margaritaville. So it's starting off with Jimmy Buffett. And why? Because
it's Jimmy Buffett weekend.
It is just a few friends weekend. So I'm going to talk about the other things that are happening. And August has turned out to be.
What did we do this week?
What did we do this week? Oh man. Well, first of all, you and I went up.
Yeah. What did we do Wednesday?
We bought a new car.
A new car.
A new car. Don't that we didn't win on Jeopardy.
Or Wheel of Fortune.
Or Wheel of Fortune, yeah. Man, let me tell you what. This is why we buy cars every 20 years. Because it is
it's exhausting.
It is an exhausting process.
And it's even more so because we had to drive 3 hours up and 3 hours back just to do it.
Yeah.
Not counting the 5.5 hours we spent sitting there waiting for everybody to do their thing.
And we started this idea
week and a half
ago. Where I called up there, I kind of knew what we wanted because we're trying to find something that's comparable to pull behind the RV. And so we settled on the Chevy Trax. And we actually saw them a few weeks before that because you and I were up there.
Went to
You had a thing at the VA, an appointment at the VA, and we stayed overnight to make a point to go see a few. That's when we kind of started this quest of, do we need a new car? Because I think we need to get rid of
We've been talking about it for a year and a half.
So, yeah. So we settled on the Chevy Trax. And so we knew what we wanted. I got a hold of this car place up in Kendall. They're in Miami area. And talked to this guy for a week and a half. We went back and forth on prices and everything. Now, mind you, he's not the guy on the sales floor. He's just some guy. He called himself the internet discusser of sorts. So I thought I was going to meet this guy. He's like, no. He said, I'll put everything in the computer. When you get up there, you'll meet the guy on the floor. I'm like, great.
But you'd printed everything he sent you.
Everything we talked about on the phone, I wrote down. I said it not once, but twice. This is what you because I wanted the buyer's order, and they would not give me the buyer's order, which lists everything you're really paying for. They'll shoot you a price, but honestly, that's not the price they're going to throw out. You know, at some point, that price, which you think is a good deal, is actually $4,000 more. On top of the other buyer stuff they throw on there.
Oh, everybody gets this 27 something. Oh, you don't have a Chevy already?
Yeah,
you don't get that.
They had $4,000 off. You know, which I asked the question: is there a gimmick there? Is this, this is a dealer's special deal? Yeah, it is. Well, until you get there, and they're like, "Are you a previous Chevy owner?" No, you don't get that. Well, no, that's not what the guy told me on the phone. So, anyway. I know it's a long story, but.
We had an idea that there was going to be some of that. So
thank God I had written everything down. And I think the guy knew that if I wasn't going to get close to the price that I had on that piece of paper,
we weren't going to get.
I'm packing my ass up and getting back in my car, going to Walmart, do our mainland shopping, and go home. So the guy came out, and again, you get all these guys in this room. It's the weirdest process. We get in this. We're in the showroom. The guy's like piecing stuff together. I mean, it was just so crazy.
But they leave you there for like 20, 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah, they all go in this room, and it's like the stock market. They're all in there haggling behind the glass doors, and he pops his little face out there. He's smiling. Hey, we're getting there, and he'd run back in there, and by this time, I don't know how many times I peed because of all the coffee that I drank. And then you were hungry.
Thank God they had a food truck.
Yeah, thank God for the food truck. And it was just like, finally he came out, and he's, he doesn't go over the numbers. He just kind of like quickly shoves it in my face, doesn't show you. And I wanted, got to show Michelle. I want Michelle to see this. And he goes, well, the guy misquoted the low jack. The guy on the phone quoted me $99 for low jack when it's actually $999.
So they kind of wiggled it into the...
They wiggled it into my target area.
Well, I think they probably adjusted the trade-in value or something.
Yeah, I think, So anyway, long story short, at the end of the day, I swear to God, I was exhausted from the experience, and then we... Drove home. So now I'm trying to figure out everything. It's like this and that.
Work.
And we didn't get all the bells and whistles on the car because I don't need all that bull crap. So anyway, let me see. Callie. Let me see. Spent 3 weeks in Cozumel swimming with the fishies, several nighttime pools skinny dipping. Okay. Changing out the water overnight. I'm kidding you, man. Steve Brown, hello from the Smoky Mountains. Hello. How's the temperature up there in the mountains? Is it nice?
Chilly.
Chilly? And then Callie goes, stayed at an adult-only resort. Adults are worse than kids. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah,
our friends.
Yeah. Oh, my God, some of the crap we've done. Beds were banging nightly from neighboring rooms. Couldn't sleep. Well, that's when you knock on the door and say, hey, can I watch? I'm up. I'm up here.
I can hear you anyway. Can I?
Yeah. What you watching on TV, or yeah. I think we'll just sit here and write a new song to all the banging on the wall. So, all right, let's get to some music. We got a lot to talk about tonight. If you got, tell me what y'all drinking out there, and we're going to get this show moving on the road. Got Jason Acey coming up, work in progress, which, of course, that's what I am. I'm a work in progress, 61 years old, and I still figuring things out in this world. So hope you guys are having fun tonight. I know I am on a Friday night, light at the end of the work week, everybody.
Came down to the Gulf just to get away for a long weekend. I had no plans to stay. everywhere, don't really need a car. Hotel to the water really ain't that far. Didn't take long, I kind of settled in. Now I don't know if I'm going home again. I've got rum in my cup, flip-flops and sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little three-piece band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. No, I ain't sunk down to the status of beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. I finally figured out when the locals say they wish the coast was clear, they want me to go away. But I'll be wearing out my welcome for a couple more days with a big straw hat that keeps the sun at bay. I got rum in my cup, flip-flops and sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little three-piece band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. No, I ain't sunk down to the status of beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. Well, I met Senorita on the beach last night. Talked her up for hours, thought I was doing all right. But when I made my move, she let out a big yell. Said a beach bum like me ain't got a chance in hell. But I got rum in my cup, flip-flops and sand, and this beach bar's got a pretty good little reggae band. My ambition's on a mission to waste away, I guess. Don't need to watch all the clocks say 5. I'm really not trying, but somehow I'll survive. I ain't sunk down to the status of beach bum yet. No, I ain't sunk down to the status of beach bum yet, but I'm a work in progress. Yeah, I'm a work in progress. Yeah, I'm a work in progress. It's hard work, you know. Am I working hard or hardly working? It's hard to tell sometimes. Who knows?
Stop me on the corner. I swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate where it's supposed to go with it? Don't you blink, you might miss it. See, we got a right to just love it or leave it. You find it and keep it, 'cause it ain't every day you get the chance to say, oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. I've never seen it, but I found this love, I'm gonna feed it. You better believe I'm gonna treat it better than anything I've ever had, 'cause you're so damn beautiful. Read it, it's signed and delivered, let's seal it. Boy, we go together like peanuts and paydays and Molly and reggae, and it ain't every day you get the chance to say, oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be the stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Everything is like a white eye. shake it, shine down. Even when the lights out, that I can see glow. Got my head up in the rafters, got me happy ever after. Never felt this way before, ain't felt this way before. I swear you hit me like a vision. I wasn't expecting. But who am I to tell fate where it's supposed to go? Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Oh, we could be stars, falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun. Oh, this is how it starts. This is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun, brighter than the sun. Falling from the sky, shining how we want, brighter than the sun, brighter than the sun, brighter than the sun. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun. Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun. Oh, this is how it starts. Lightning strikes the heart, goes off like a gun. Oh, this is how it starts. This is how it's brighter than the sun.
Looking for the ultimate craft beer experience in Key West? Head to the Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street in downtown Key West. Open daily from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., it's your must-stop spot for 18 handcrafted beers on tap. Available in 4, 12, and 16 ounces. Not sure which beer to choose? Try their flights of 4-ounce beers and find your favorite. The Southernmost Pint Brewpub also offers wine, cider, seltzers, and refreshing non-alcoholic drink options. And the food? Oh yeah! Dig into their Scotch eggs, German potato pancakes, Thai peanut noodles, chili cheese fries, and so much more. Every bite's a flavor adventure. Happy hour runs daily from 4 to 6 p.m. with 25% off drinks and discounted snacks. Want to enjoy that wonderful Key West tropical attitude? Then enjoy their giant outdoor seating area with fun games and comfortable seating. After dark, enjoy their giant projector and building-sized screen and watch your favorite sports event and entertaining films. Planning event? Book their space for free. At Southernmost Pint Brewpub, every pint tells a story. Yours could be next. That's Blast Beer Company, Southernmost Pint Brewpub, 522 Front Street here in Key West. Open daily 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Blast Beer Company, around since 1992, making beer one barrel at a time.
Reef rum is made with the sweet and smoky for the wise and the rebel. It's a rum that was created by and for everyone tired of the same old thing. For both the professional bohemians and the actual connoisseurs of good rum. It's for people who want to get out of their comfort zone. Unleash the rebel inside of you with Reef rum, sweet and smoky for the wise. Reef rum, the official rum of Tiki Man Radio.
The Sweet Harriet from New Hampshire. Ray the Roadie and I tune in all the time to Tiki Man Radio, and we like to listen to B-Man and Michelle, Willie and Scotty on Tiki Man Radio, Coastal Confessions.
Coming to you live from Beechy Shell Hideaway Studio in Key West, Florida. You're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle. Now, back to the show.
It's another beautiful day here on the island. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here with us tonight. We so appreciate you being a part of the show every Friday night as we come to you live from Key West, Florida. If you got questions about Key West or there's so much going on down here. I actually had somebody ask the question the other day, is the smoking tuna done. And they heard the rumors that smoking tuna is no longer going to do its thing. And I'm like, I can't answer that. I just don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's happening with them. If I was a betting man, I wouldn't think they were going to open. But what happens on this island is amazing. I call it the coconut telegraph. And I'll give you a perfect example. Last week, I was sitting in Nailtini, and everybody was like, Big Cheesy's is closing. And I'm like, Big Cheesy's? Okay, it's kind of news to me. I was kind of surprised. I see people there, and I figured they were doing okay, no different than any other restaurant down here. I went over there. I talked to one of the ladies there, and she's like, no, we're just closing for the
summer stuff.
For the late summer, because nobody here on the island. It's time for people to go on vacation. They paint, they clean,
Not just them, lots of places.
Yeah, lots of places. So I was like, okay, great. Well, then CK was zooming around in his CK mobile, and next thing you know, he posts, I think they're done. And then the list of people out there going, yep, they're done. They're closing. They sold it. They're doing. I'm like, so I don't know what's going on. Just when you think you know what's going on, I don't know what's going on. This island is crazy. So that's that. But if you got a question, send it to us, and if I can try to answer it, I sure will. Let me see here. Callie, Steve. We asked a question to Steve Brown, who's up in the Smoky Mountains. He goes, 69 is the low, 87 is the high. That's not bad.
It's a nice low, though.
Yeah, and he said he's drinking red wine tonight. Said they got their reservations for Sigsbee in February. The online system is an ordeal. Yes, I have heard. I love reading the Sigsbee shufflers. That's kind of the little news, the Facebook news thing for all the folks who stay at Sigsbee, all the retired military and such. And, oh, my God, it's interesting just listening to all the comments and everything. So reading all the comments. So yeah, pretty funny. And then Callie McCool says, speaking of coconuts, took a picture of Coconut Weather Station. We'll send a pic. Yes, send that pic. I will add it to the list of stuff. I probably won't be able to do it tonight because I'm on a different computer. But yes, do that. Let me see. What else do we have? What are you drinking, Michelle?
Pilar rum.
Pilar. And I'm doing my typical little bit of vodka and a lot of Polar. So I water it down pretty good. I try to watch it. I want a little taste of the vodka, but let's talk about Pilar, or not Pilar, but let's talk about Reef Rum. I had Pilar on the brain for some reason. Reef Rum, which is the official rum of Tiki Man Radio. So I always get challenges and thoughts and ideas, and if you're watching us on YouTube, I'm going to show you something here pretty soon. So for those who aren't on YouTube or listening on the radio, this is a good time for you to go out and invest getting on the Tiki Man Radio YouTube, so you can see what's happening on all of our fun shows that air on YouTube. So, but last night, again, yesterday was a busy day. Yesterday was what, Thursday? I'm kind of.
Today's Friday.
Yes, today's Friday.
It's Friday.
See, I'm like,
I guess yesterday would have been Thursday.
This whole week has been crazy. So Thursday we got the brand new car. And before I go any further,
Wednesday we got the brand new car.
Brand new car on Wednesday. But before I go any further, I want to give a great big shout out. I was talking to Bill and Ann Abbott. They told us they were they're at Big Guy's Campground in Brockport, New York, and they're camping with Lisa and Rick Parker.
Lisa and Rick. Hello,
hey, Lisa and Rick, you guys are having a good time tonight. So big shout out to you guys. And Bill said he's drinking an IPA from Big Ditch Brewing Company in Buffalo, New York. So there you go. So shout out to you guys tonight for listening in while you're camping. We so appreciate that. I think some campgrounds have like a PA system for the park. So go plug in this show in the park, and so everybody can listen in tonight. So wouldn't that be cool? That would be
like
cool.
The drive-in or something?
Yeah. So let's get back to the topic of you should be on YouTube watching our live shows.
Why?
Because there's a lot of cool things that happens.
Why
like
specifically?
What I'm about to show you. So I was talking about reef rum earlier. Now, I have made reef rum balls. And I just had one last night, and I was like, oh, my God, these are so good, especially when you put them in the freezer. Let me tell you how good they taste.
What if we put those muffins in the freezer?
Well, you probably could, but I don't know how long they would last. But anyway, I had made a rum cake a few weeks ago, and everybody was like, that was the bomb diggity. So I thought last night I made little muffins because everybody was like, you should make muffins. And I'm like, I'm going to make muffins.
Mini muffins.
Mini muffins. So I did. And if you're watching on YouTube, there they are.
Pick out one.
Right there. This guy right here. Woo. Let me get a different camera angle here. Book. There's that one. Oh, I don't want that one. I want that one there. So up. There it is. That is a...
Are your fingers sticky?
No. Yeah. Yeah. That is a... Oh, now, I did some different ones last night. So I made some mini muffins and I made a little mini bundt cake. All right.
And you made 2 different kinds of mini muffins.
So the first mini muffin was reef rum, and on top of it is a coconut rum glaze. Holy crap. That would really taste good. But then I thought, I'm going to try something different. And I made a rum cake with reef rum, and I used a little bit of key lime zest, zested that little sucker and put it in there, and put the coconut glaze on. And how did it taste, Michelle?
Last night it was a little tart.
Yeah. So at first I was like, this...
I thought it might have been a little overpowering.
This didn't go like I wanted to. So I decided to, we put them in the refrigerator. And now, the cool thing about having Nailtini as a sponsor, they're also kind of my guinea pigs. So I'll take stuff down there. Like this past week, I also made a whole bunch of turkey green chili tamales wrapped in cornbread stuffing. And took that down there. And I didn't hear a word from them, so I figured, man, those must have sucked pretty bad. And talked to them today, and they were just like, oh, my God. So then I took these in, and I'm like, I need your honest opinion. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And everybody was liking the key lime zested ones. And I'm like, wow. So Michelle tasted one earlier today. Now, mind you, it's been over 12, 14 hours. It's been sitting.
18.
And it actually changed flavor a little bit.
Well, it mellowed. The key lime zest mellowed. And the muffins themselves actually got way more moist. It's like the moistness from inside kind of like expanded throughout the cake.
She said moist.
And it was a little different. It was better than it was.
It did taste different. There was a different taste letting it sit for a while. So I was surprised by that. So anyway, I should just, I'm an amateur chef. I call myself an amateur chef because I like making stuff. But it kind of leads into a whole lot of things that are starting to happen on the island. There's a lot of, I can't believe how busy the month of August is getting for Key West. And just alone, we have the Rum Fest around the corner. That starts August 11th through the 17th. All kinds of events planned for that. Then, August 29th through September 1st, we have the Just a Few Friends, which is the Jimmy Buffett thing. Now, I've had people asking me the question, are you back at 801 Bourbon Bar this year? And the answer is, we're advertised to be there, but the host or the person sponsoring it has not said anything to us about getting paid or anything. So, if they continue to not call me back, I'm going to continue and say, I'm not doing it. So just be aware of that. We'll figure something else out. I actually turned down a $650 paying gig on the same day on the very
You're
exact
supposed
same
to be
thing.
paying.
Yes, they're paying $650.
No, I mean the original, the radio gig's supposed to be.
Yeah, the radio gig's supposed to be paid, and I'm just like, look, we're not going to do stuff. We can't do it for free. Radio show has we have bills too, and it's like, come on, quit being an ass. Set. So anyway, I've had a lot of people asking questions, and I've been bugging these people to say, look, we want to do the 801 bourbon, because last year we had so many fans of Tiki Man Radio that came in there, and we just had so much fun, and we want to do it again. So I'll keep you all posted on what's going on. But if you go out to the Just a Few Friends site and you look at the Saturday at 801, you see us all advertised. So we'll keep you posted on that. And I just read today where August, again, I've been talking about there's so many things going on in August. August is International Pirate Month, or better known as Argust. And I just read that just before the show, so I thought I got to mention it. I thought that was pretty cool. And then another thing that popped on our calendar, August 9th. The Key West Cooking School is the coolest thing to do here in Key West. And I'm so trying to get, I think they'd be a really cool sponsor if we can get them on. And so I'm working that angle to try and get them on as sponsors. But if you all know of the legal rum here in Key West, which is Paul Menta, who started the legal rum distillery. He's also a chef. He started out as a chef, and just not too long ago, he and Gordon Ramsay was on the island, and they did kind of a cooking show of sorts where I think they try to outcook one another, kind of like the old Bobby Flay thing, And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that Paul Menta had won. It was dealing with lobster and everything like that. Well, August 9th at the cooking school, they're hosting, as part of the lead-in to the Rum Fest, a little fun cooking night where we got tickets for it. And Paul Menta will be making a special lobster dinner. Remember what the name of that was, Michelle? The lobster thingy?
I don't. It wasn't etouffee, was it?
No, it wasn't etouffee, but I believe I know I got the picture here. Let me pull this up on my picture while we're sitting here talking about this, because I think it's kind of cool. Okay, so it's called Lobster Tales with guest Chef Paul Menta. So Enchilado
de langosto. Langosto is their lobsters.
Yes, langosto is lobster.
Langosta, actually.
Langosta, not lagoste or lagosta. It's logasta. And rum cake. So they're doing rum cake, which, believe it or not, what have I been doing lately? I should probably put my rum cake up there. And then they're doing rum cocktails with mixologist Neil Lindley. They have Lindsay on here. Neil Lindsay. I think they spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
I think that I just noticed that. I think they spelled it wrong. So that's Saturday, August 9th. We're a part of that. We're doing a 3 p.m. one. So I'm looking forward to that. Because Paul is a good cook, and he does a lot of cool stuff. Let me see. Steve Brown just said, Kathleen is the administrator of Sigsbee Shufflers. We lost a long-time shuffler, Rudy Riley, a 20-year veteran of Sigsbee. Well, sail on, Rudy. Sorry to hear that. Huh?
Oh, and it's mini lobster season, too.
Oh, my God. Talk about mini lobster season, Michelle, and then we'll go to some music.
No, I was just going to say it's mini lobster season, and when we drove up, there was lots of boats everywhere through the Keys.
My God, I have never seen so many freaking boats. Huh?
Lobster earrings.
Yeah, Michelle's got her lobster earrings on. But I have never seen so many freaking boats in the water
Close to the...
driving up the only road getting into Key West. Water on the left side, water on the right side. There was a buttload of boats, and it was crazy. I mean, it was just So I had to ask our acupuncturist when we saw her yesterday. It's like, you doing lobster? Because she has a boat. I'm like, you doing lobster? Mini lobster? She's like, oh hell no. because it gets crazy. You get some of them people that come down from Miami and, they're
taking them too small. Taking too many.
Yeah, it's nuts. And then just recently up in Big Pine, we had those guys that got arrested for...
Oh, man, that was sad. They took like 300 conchs for their meat.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to harvest them at all in the Keys.
Yeah.
It's like completely illegal.
I think they were queen conchs.
The queen conchs, but any...
Yeah, it was just crazy. So anyway, lots of nutty stuff. But again, the month of August is just down here. There's just so much going on. Steve Brown asked a question. Michelle does like little tarts. Or does it? What are you saying, Steve? Have I got a little tart?
You are a little tart.
Oh, my God. So, all right, let's get to some more music because we got so much more to talk about tonight on this show. It's really crazy. Not to mention here, not this round, but the upcoming round, we've got Bill and Ann Abbott stuff coming up here in just a bit. So hang in there, everybody. But you know what? I'm playing one of Michelle's, well, it's not her favorite song, but it's her favorite drink. And it's a little Corey Young, Rum Day, everybody. Friday is Rum Day in this house. Every day's Rum Day in this house. What are we talking about? I've had too much. Or not enough.
5 o'clock somewhere around here, man. We really don't care if the sun is up. It's late enough to head to shore with our old beach chairs, a 2-liter Coke, an igloo with ice. Don't worry about the liquor, man, it's already spiked. With cruising or cracking or anything we happen to have. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's Rum Day. It's the only way to make it through the day if it's Rum Day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show up late to a party, 2 drinks behind most everyone. Just order up a Bacardi, and while you're at it, make it 151, and soon you'll be dancing and singing along. Watch out, man, that stuff is strong. After 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you'll be out on the floor. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's Rum Day. Yeah, it's the only way to make it through the day if it's Rum Day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's get a little buzzed. Why? Just because. Well, I think I had something to do. I forgot what it was. That's what rum does. On any Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's Rum Day. It's the only way to make it through the day if it's Rum Day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Two stoplights past the rundown old McDonald's. Keep your eye out for the faded neon sign. You won't need a reservation, 'cause I ain't never seen a dive bar with a lime. My idea of a good time is dodging bullets left and right. Behind the Walmart sipping $2 Mai Tais at the trailer park. if you're poor. When everything costs less than $20, you can drink yourself right down to the floor. My idea of a good time is dodging bullets left and right, behind the Walmart sipping $2 Mai Tais at the trailer park tiki bar delight. My idea of a good time is throwing darts, picking fights over who can choose the next song on the jukebox at the trailer park tiki bar delight. At the trailer park tiki bar delight.
Hey, this is the original hippie chick, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio. And every Friday night, I like to call in and spill the beans.
You know, one of the coolest things we ever came up with was the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, where we go to a different island every year in the Caribbean. So far, we've went to Jamaica, Mexico, Dominican Republic, and Costa Rica. And in 2026, we're going to the Bahamas for the 5th annual Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, May 13th through the 20th, 2026. Compliments of JBL Travel Group and cruise planners, because we only travel with people we trust. You know, the whole idea behind this was not to have a trop rock event or even a radio event. We wanted you to have a vacation and escape to paradise, to the places we write about and the songs we play. So if you've never been to an all-inclusive resort or even outside the country, now's your chance to go along and be in a safe environment where everything is taken care of. This year, we have a cutoff date of October the 1st to get 25 rooms, which helps us secure the pricing for everybody. So there's no time to wait. Go over to TikiManRadio.com, get signed up today. $100 reserves your room, and you have until February of next year to have it paid for. You got plenty of time to get a passport and start planning that vacation in your piece of paradise. Don't sit in the backyard in your kiddie pool, or go to the lake, or even go to your local beach and sit under one of those umbrellas you have to rent. Come along with us for the Tiki Man Radio Escape to Paradise, May the 13th through the 20th, 2026 in the Bahamas. Compliments of JBL Travel Group and Cruise Planners, the official travel company of Tiki Man Radio. Come along and have some fun with us. The deadline is October the 1st to get signed up, so we can all go have a great time. Bring a friend, bring a family member. Let's get 25 rooms and have some fun in the Bahamas in 2026. And remember, you should always take the Tiki Man's advice and don't cheat yourself out of a good time. We'll see you in the Bahamas.
Tired? Hungover? Or just need a boost? Rehydrate, recover, and relax at IV hydration stations in Key West. Whether you're curing a hangover, supercharging your immune system, or enhancing your performance, they've got the perfect IV therapy for you. Choose your vibe. Kick back in their people-watching window seats with a loved one or a friend, or just unwind in serene privacy with soft lighting and lavender eye pillows. IV Hydration Station offers hangover relief and prevention, immune boosts and energy lifts, athletic recovery and beauty enhancers, skinny shots, semaglutide, anti-aging, and so much more. Their emergency-trained nurses will customize your treatment for maximum results. Visit one of their 2 locations in Key West, 328 Simonton Street and 1200 White Street. Call 305-509-0919 to book your appointment or just walk in. IV Hydration Station. Rehydrate, recover, and relax.
Hey, this is Beth from Nailtini. Do you ever feel like getting your nails and hair done before vacation is a chore? Why not enhance your vacay experience by visiting us at Nailtini, 817 Duval. Our perfect petties will make your feet look fabulous in those flip-flops. Or maybe you want a beautiful blow-dry and style for your night on the town. Men's haircuts, facials, and waxing? We do that too. We live up to our name and serve you a martini or a drink of your choice during your service. Now, back to Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio.
Yeah. B-Man Michelle coming to you live. Oh, and I forgot, Scotty's on the he's on the counter right here with us too. So Scotty, show that face of yours. Don't you drink my drink. That's my drink, mister. B-Man Show coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Hideaway in the Beechy Shell Studios here in Key West. And I love that one little song that we played before the commercials. Trailer Park Tiki Bar. Emily Zeke. That was so good. I really like that. Cool little song. We played it the other day, and you were, I forget who you said it, who it sounded like. You were like, who is that? What is it? Who's singing that? So she kind of has the same voice as, her name completely escapes me, but she was a girl that was a musician down here, and she used to play a lot of vulgar stuff. Her songs are, some of her songs are pretty vulgar, but Gary at 104.9 when we were with them, he would play a lot of her stuff. Leah Gist. She comes up. She has some really cool songs, but then she has some really vulgar ones, and they all kind of sound the same. Her voice is so interestingly unique in the way she.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to me, Ed. Ed McMahon
you are
over
correct,
there.
Sir.
God. Sometimes you crack me up with what comes out of you there. I watched one the other day. It was on Facebook.
Johnny Carson?
Yeah, it was a Johnny Carson one. It was the time when Ed McMahon was, I guess, extremely crap-faced. And was just rambling on stuff. And then Johnny was messing with him, and then he was getting a little annoyed with Johnny. And Johnny's like, hey, man, I'm just saying. He's shut up. I want to bring this up too, because this was brought up on the Sunday show, and the subject was the possibility of Tiki Man Radio being at Music on the Bay this year or this coming year, and so I gave the official yes, we can do it to Danny. So we're working out the details on that. More to follow. I'm sure he'll probably mention it on the Sunday show as well. But I just wanted to say, hey, look.
But we needed assistance.
B-Man and Michelle's part of it, and we're supposed to get some information on that to see how many tickets we can get, so we hopefully get a few extra people.
To help.
Yeah, 1 or 2 extra people, 3 maybe, that can help us set stuff up. And so I can have the logistics personnel that he has when he does his Panama City Beach stuff. So let me see. Callie says, had to get the barbecue going, got chicken and jerk with jerk season. I'm grilling and chilling. All right. Well, that sounds good. Now I'm hungry. We had leftover spaghetti tonight. I don't like to cook on Friday nights because I got so much other stuff going on. And of course, I was out there with the new car today. I'm kind of
trying to figure it out.
Well, so I actually finally figured out how to remote start today. I can remote start it from the phone. But on the key fob, it's got where you can start it. And the damn thing hasn't been. I'm like, all right, this isn't working. Why? What am I doing wrong? So I'm just out there this afternoon cleaning the Jeep up because we're going to hand over the Jeep on Monday. And next thing you know, I'm like, I just thought, let me try it again. And it's like, click, 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 boom, and it starts up. I'm like, oh, my God.
So then he wants to show me. Look what I did.
So I ran in, I grabbed the other key fob, did the same thing. Boom, it starts up. I'm like, oh, my God, that is so cool. Technology. This is neat, And so then Michelle comes out. I'm like, I finally got it to work. So I'm like, check this out, and it's like, nothing. I'm like, oh, give me a break. Nothing. So I grabbed the other key fob thinking, oh, maybe this key fob wore out on me or something. Nothing. I'm like, damn it.
So what were you doing wrong?
So then Michelle was like, I don't care, blah, 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 technology sucks, blah, 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 She goes in the house to do it, and I'm just like, God dang it, I'm determined to figure out why didn't it work? It worked before you came out. I went over to the car. Boom. I'm like, oh, man. I'm just like, why wouldn't it work? It's like, I think that damn car likes you more than me.
Well, then why didn't it work?
Because it's screwing with me. That's why. The car's like, I'm going to make him look stupid. There I am. It didn't work. Ah! So, yeah, it was crazy. But, yeah, all the new stuff. I swear to God, we had said we'd never get a new car.
No, we knew it was going to be a while.
We knew we needed to, but I was all like, I'm not getting one living here in Key West. There's too much iguana crap. There's too much chicken crap. There's tree sap.
We're going to get a used new car.
What do? We got a new one. And what am I doing yesterday? All right.
Wiping all the stuff off the...
I go out to the car yesterday to do a few things, and what's on the hood?
Chicken poop.
Chicken poop. I'm like, no! So I come running back inside here and get it all cleaned off, and... So then I'm going to park it in front of the house. But our palm trees are producing these crazy berries that the birds and the chickens like to eat. And the iguanas. And they go up there and they eat these berries and they drop the seeds on your car. And they do their business on your car. And the trees out front needed. So what did I do yesterday? I pulled the ladder out and I chopped the living crap out of that palm tree to get rid of everything. So where the car sits now, there ain't nothing falling on it. But oh my God, I damn near passed out yesterday. It was so freaking hot out there. And I came inside here. I looked at my heart rate, and I'm like, I think I'm going to die. That's why I sat in the chair as long as I did. You're like, you going to take a shower? Yeah, at some point. I want to take a shower.
Like 2 hours later. Are you going to take a shower? 'Cause if you're not,
I was just like,
I need to wash my hair.
It's like, shit, I think I'm going to pass out here. I think my heart rate is, I was like, holy crap. It was that hot. And I was drinking water. But anyway. Steve Brown wants to know who has the best Cuban sandwich on the island. He says he likes Sandy's.
Sandy's is good.
Wow, that is, you know what? That is a really good question.
You had what, Cuban Coffee Queen?
Yeah, we got Cuban Coffee Queen. You can get one over there. I would say Sandy's is probably a good one.
Margaritaville has some, but they're kind of commercial.
It's too commercialized. Oh my God. That's you know what, Steve, that is a real good question. And I like these questions because we've
never had a Cuban sandwich at Siboney, have we?
No, when we go to El Siboney,
you should get ropa vieja.
We get ropa vieja because we don't eat ropa vieja very often. And so if you're watching on YouTube, you guys get to see Scotty, our cat, sitting next to us. He's kind of like the Ed McMahon of the show. So he's just sitting here next to me like, hey, I'm part of the show. And do you have anything you want to say there, Scotty? You want to chime in on the or something, Anyway. Callie says, pretty kitty.
He is.
Which one you looking
handsome.
at? Why, thank you very much, Callie. I would say Sandy's has a really good one. I would agree with you there. Although I will, one of my favorite things I like to eat.
What did we have one the other day? And it was like too much mayonnaise or something.
What did we have the other day that had too much mayonnaise on it?
It usually has mustard, doesn't it?
Where did we get that at? I can't remember. Think about that because I'm going to talk about.
Was that at the pool? It was at the pool.
What pool?
I think. For the pool party. The Castaways.
Oh, that's right. We did. Yeah, it was a Cuban sandwich over there, and you're right. It didn't taste like a Cuban. So no, I would go with
I think they had mayonnaise instead of mustard, didn't they?
I have to go with Sandy's, but I will say Cuban Coffee Queen because a lot of people like to get their coffee in the mornings and they'll get cheese bread. And their cheese bread is really, really good. Let me see. I just got a message from Ed here. I got 3 mice and I grabbed the wrong one. So let me see what Ed has to say.
Mice.
3 mices. Mises.
Just mice.
Frida's Cuban Burger Cafe.
Frida's, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're not bad.
I haven't had theirs. Have you had theirs?
Tiki Man says El Siboney. Yeah. You know what? We had okay. So yes, El Siboney is good. I have not had their
but everything else
their
is
Cuban
good, so
sandwich
sure
there.
Good.
But at Frida's, we had their burger, which is like a mixture of pork and and hamburger. And you didn't really care for that.
Like the burgers mixed up like a meatball.
Yeah. And well, it was flat and everything, but we
seem like meatball usually has like 3 different kinds of meat in it.
Right. But the one we got from Frida's, you weren't a fan of. I liked it, but you were just kind of like, I don't really care about it. So,
but sometimes Frida sells Brian's tamales.
Yes, sometimes they get my tamales in there, and of course Ed. Thanks for tuning in tonight, Ed. I appreciate it, man. I got to remember on Monday nights when you do your show, I need to tune in more often. Sometimes by the time I get my damn day done, and I'm just sitting there like I don't feel like doing nothing.
But
so
calendar reminder.
I will.
Every week, Edge.
I do forget, and I apologize, Ed. So I'm going to, that's my mid-year New Year's resolution. I'm going to try and remember to tune in more often. I should.
Put a reminder on the calendar.
I also will make a comment here that I will no longer be doing stuff at the Old Stone Coffee House like I used to. Those days are done. I told him that I'm done with doing the sound stuff I used to do for him, and I'm just going to go back to
And somebody to do it. So
I'm going to go back to just drinking coffee up there and supporting him that way. And yes, we love you too, Ed. Thank you so very much. So we're just going to start doing that. I will say that they are scheduling us in September when they reopen. So we are on their books. I think the 14th of September is what it was. I think that's what it was. You and I went back and forth last night. So I believe it's the 14th. Yes, because they reopened 7th. We're playing the 14th. So we're back there starting to work on getting gigs. That's one thing we're trying to work on. We want a few more gigs here and there.
Oh, we might.
What?
Should we say that, or are we going to jinx it if we say it?
What?
We've got an angle on something.
Yes, we do have an angle on something. I think you could probably say it. I think at some point, whether it's August or whether it's September, we get in there. But Hemingway Social Club is changing up their music, so
We might get an occasional gig in there.
yes. So we might be playing at the Hemingway Social Club at some point. I'm just waiting on Sean. I should probably ping Sean. Sean is the maker of Pilar up there, and we've known Sean for a very long time. And
Now he's also scheduling musicians.
So yes, we might be getting in there. And well, I know we will. I just don't know the date yet. Ray the Roadie's on. Hey guys, we are here. Harriet, Karen, and Ray the Roadie. So hey Harriet and hey Karen, I'm glad you guys are tuned in. You need to send us a care package. Michelle's out of those date peanut butter and chocolate.
I don't think they would
thingies,
survive
so.
the trip.
Just put them on.
Send Brian the recipe.
Just put them on dry. I wish she gave them to me. Hey, JoJo Fish is on. We're here too. Woohoo! Well, I'm glad you guys are tuned in as well. Donna Cummings. Donna, if you're watching on YouTube, which I know you are, who's sitting with us? Who's sitting
Senor
with us
Scotty.
here at the console? Let me see. Okay, so we know Ed is listening, so I need to make the announcement that Ed Contreras' veranda is now the Sam Rainwater Palace porch, everybody. And I think that is so really cool. I can't get to it fast enough. Well, wait a minute. Yes, I can. I can do this one. So, Ed's veranda is now called the Sam Rainwater Palace Porch.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How about
Wow.
that, everybody? That's pretty cool. And then let's get a little bit of clapping in there. I think that's pretty cool. Yay for Ed. And I don't know where I missed that, but yay. I'm glad that, because Sam, Sam's a great guy. I mean, when we lived in Albuquerque, he used to come out. And I told his story one time. The first time we ever met Sam Rainwater, it was at a Fins to the West. And the funny thing about that was I didn't know who the hell Sam Rainwater was. And we get in this elevator, and Sam, he's just so, is bubbly the right word? He's just kind of like, so, hey, I'm Sam Rainwater. And I'm like, I still don't know who you are. We're still kind of figuring out a lot of the musicians and stuff. And he's like, you don't know who I am? I'm like, no, but hey, nice meeting you. And we'll see you at the pool, because I guess he's playing. And next thing you know, he had somehow found out our room number and came running down, and he knocked on the room door. We answered, and he's like, hey, Sam Rainwater, here's all my CDs. And he hands me like 3 or 4 CDs. And I'm like,
Thank you.
Thank you. And to where we're good friends, and we know him now. So I think that is so freaking cool. So way to go, Ed and Pat.
Scotty has left the building.
Scotty has left the building, everybody. So yeah, that is so cool. Sam Rainwater, what a great guy. Kathleen Brown. Let's see. One of my very favorite in town is the Fish Bites at Kaya Island Eats. Kaya Island does have some good food out there. We do like eating some of their food when we get a chance. it's funny. It's whenever Michelle and I go out for dinner, it's always the same thing. Let's go over to La Tratte.
La Trattoria. We used to go to Clemente's a lot, but we haven't been going as
You
much.
haven't gone to Clemente?
Well,
Although, oh my God, I was so embarrassed a couple weeks ago. I was so freaking embarrassed about this because
I wouldn't embarrass. I've never seen her in a bright pink dress.
So Alicia, who's the owner of Clemente's, and her husband, and I can never remember his name. Whenever we see her in there, she's got, she's dressed in black and gray, and she's got her apron on, and she's got like a little thing over her head,
Full of flour from the pizza crust.
Yeah, so I mean, she's doing her thing at the pizza place, and so the other day we ran into. It was on Sunday. We were out with our goddaughter, and Anna Cabana down here. You might, if you ever go to A&B and you'll see a boat out there, and it's called the Anna Cabana. They're good friends of ours, Anna and Elliot. Everett. I'm sorry, Everett. Sheesh, check me out. Anyway, so Anna and Alicia.
We're heading to Old Stone Coffee.
We're heading to Old Stone Coffee House, and we were crossing the street, and it was funny how many people see me pushing Cece in this little car, and they're like, B-Man's pushing a baby in a car? What the hell? What's going on? The worlds collide and everything. And so I'm sitting there talking to Anna, and I looked at Alicia, and I'm like,
who's your friend?
I'm like, yeah, who's your friend? Have we met? And she looked at me, and Anna's like, hey, she's like, hey, you dumbass, she owns Clemente's. And I'm like, oh.
It's like, we've never seen you in a pink dress.
I've never seen you dressed up before. It was cracking me up. I was like, oh my God. So I really felt embarrassed by it. But as they say, stuff happens. And but yeah, I love their pizza in there. So let me catch up.
Berlin's is another place we go.
Berlin's is a good one. We love Berlin's. Donna says, Michelle, your hair looks awesome tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Your hair looks awesome tonight. Notice what earring she has on there, Donna? Check it out.
Oh, she can see.
It is mini lobster season. Let me see if I can. Let's get a good camera on you here. Is it this one? There we go. I got that one. Yes. Oh, look at that thing. Yes. Scary on your ear. I'm just kidding. Yes, it's a lobster, everybody.
Rock lobster.
Yeah, there we go. Michelle's dancing like different camera angles here. Yes, and Donna said, and there goes Scotty.
He left.
Callie McCool's never been to Key West. We got to fix that, Callie. You need to come to Key West. You need to bring the family.
We have a guest room.
We have a guest room. That's right. Although, we might get in trouble drinking with you. That'd be a lot of fun.
Not too near a lab test.
Yeah.
Not near our.
No, I think it'd be fun. Yeah. See, Callie says the first thing I'll do if I visit Key West is walk raid Brian's fridge or B-Man's fridge. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in there. I'm telling you what.
Tamales.
Yeah, and Donna says, "Oh, cool. Zoom in." Callie says, if I open B-Man's fridge, what would I find? Ooh, that's a good question. I guess which fridge you going in first? Because we have two.
We have the drink fridge.
We have the drink fridge. That's right.
We're kind of low on beer right now.
I don't drink a whole lot of beer, so I don't put a lot of beer in there. Matter of fact, the only time I put beer in there
is when we have guests.
So I usually, whatever Danny's drinking, or whatever.
Whoever's visiting.
Ray and Harriet when they visit. Although Ray likes to get some of those, don't take this wrong when I say it, the different foo-foo beers, flavored and things like that. And so the funny thing is he was here, when he visited a year later, and he's like, hey, you still got that shit I gave you last year. And I'm like, well,
I haven't drank it.
it's yours. Have fun. But yeah, so my favorite is El Presidente. That's my favorite beer.
You like Yingling, too.
I like Yingling, but yeah, I love putting El Presidente in there, but when Gary comes over, that's the first thing he goes for is my El Presidente. And next thing you know, I'm like, hey, where's my El Presidente? There's none in here. But yeah, that's my favorite. So that's the beer fridge. We got wine and beers and polars and you name it.
THC drinks.
Yeah, but if you go to the other fridge with the food, Lord knows what's in there because I'm always cooking something up. So there's Someone said tamales, yes. Sweet Harriet says you'll find she says you'll find chocolate moonshine that needs to be
freezer.
drank. You didn't drink it when you were here. And the last time it got drank, we had Sissy on the show, and she had like one glass of it, and she was talking Wahili after the end of that. So it's like, I was like, what? What'd you say, Sissy? So it's like, all right, no more moonshine for you. You're cut off.
Ooh, that's what I should have had.
What?
I'll have that, but then it's too late.
What is it?
My coffee rum.
Oh, we got coffee rum up there. Yeah, so you never know what's in our fridge. There's always something.
We still got a little bit of mint julep.
Ooh, the Maker's Mark mint julep. Yes. So, well, let's get to some more music. I believe coming up in this section, we've got Bill and Ann Abbott's their picks of the week. So if you're still listening in, Bill and Ann Abbott, along with your friends, I got to go back here. Lisa and Rick Parker, you guys are up at Big Guys Campground in Brockport, New York. Your section of the show is coming up right now, and then. Keep shooting us those questions, guys. What questions you have about Key West and all that good stuff? But in the meantime, we're going to get to a little day drinking. Pamela. That's who they are. I love Key West so much, you guys. Such a fun time down here. I hope you're having fun with us. We've had the show.
Until the night comes, you and me just day drinking. Tell me, are you thinking, girl, what I'm thinking? We could stay right here and just start working, all of us, soaking in the sun. No, we ain't in no rush. So what you say we do a little day drinking? Yeah, yeah, some day drinking. A little day drinking, some day drinking. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, Ann, what time is it?
It's time for Two Songs to Drink To with Bill and Ann Abbott of the Amateur Adventurers Club.
Only on B-Man and Me Shell's Coastal Confessions. Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
The song's called Tequila.
I can still shut down the party. I can hang with anybody. I can drink whiskey and red wine, champagne all night, little scotch on the rocks, and I'm fine, I'm fine. But when I taste tequila, baby, I still see you cutting up the floor in a sorority t-shirt, the same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado. Your lips pressed against the bottle, swearing on a Bible, baby, I'd never leave it. I remember how bad I need you when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila, I can kiss somebody brand new and not even think about you. I can show up to the same bar, hear the same songs in my car. Baby, a memory, it only hits me this hard. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see you cutting up the floor in a sorority t-shirt, the same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado. Your lips pressed against the bottle, swimming on a Bible, baby, I never leave you. I remember how bad I need you when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila, oh, 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 I ain't even drunk, and I'm thinking how I need your love, how I need your love, yeah, it sinks in. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see you in a sorority t-shirt, the same one you wore when we were sky high in Colorado. Your lips pressed against the bottle, swearing on a Bible, baby, I never leave you. I remember how bad I need you when I taste tequila. When I taste tequila, oh, when I taste tequila, when I taste tequila.
Thank you all so much.
Sitting here just trying to cure my sober condition. You see, bartender, I'm going through hell and I'm stuck in transition. Well, I'm in need of something strong, and that is why I've come. So this fine umbrella drink you made is gonna need a little more rum. So I've come to plead my case, and here's my deposition. She stole my heart and tore it apart and left me in this condition. She kicked me out of my own house just like a common bone. So this fine umbrella drink you made is gonna need a little more rum, a little more rum to make the wind blow in the sails of my escape. A little more rum to find blue waters and no more cloudy days. A little more rum to take me on a trip to a land of little cares. Oh, any place is paradise as creative juices with that tropical concoction. We'll write a song and make $1 million, selling it on eBay auction. A song about her cold, cold heart, and I hope it brings her fame. Something about a girl and umbrella drinks, if I could just remember her name. A little more rum to make the wind blow in the sails of my escape. A little more rum, fine blue waters, and no more cloudy days. A little more rum to take me on a trip to a land of little cares. Oh, any place is paradise as long as she's not there. A little more rum, fill it up now. A little more rum, straight to the top. More rum, don't be shy. Keep pouring, don't stop. A little more now, just a little more. Said the fine umbrella drink you made is gonna need a little more rum. Oh, that fine umbrella drink you made is gonna need a lot more rum. Hey!
All aboard! Hello, everyone. This is Ed the Train Man from Get on the Peace Train with Ed the Train Man. Join me and the Peace Train conductors every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Central Railroad Time, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Railroad Time. And we'll come to you live from the Paradise Way Tiki Bar Studios in Crown Point, Indiana. That's the Lakes of Four Seasons. And our show is about hippies, trains, trop rock, and, of course, our local music scene here in Northwest Indiana. My show is brought to you by JM Real Estate, the commercial real estate of the Florida Space Coast, and Better Call Becky, Better Homes and Gardens right here in Northwest Indiana. So get on the Peace Train, all aboard on Tiki Man Radio.
Mr. Engineer, can you take me?
Hey everybody, join us for Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio every Sunday. Come over and be part of the show. We'll be streaming live on the Cammy's Grammy Live Cam on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, and get into the chat and be a part of the show. That's Sunday Mornings with the Tiki Man starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Island Time right here on Tiki Man Radio, your coastal Americana radio station.
Hey Tiki Man Radio fans, this is Emily Randall from Chicagoland, and I love tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Friday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern on the internet at tikimanradio.com or watch live on YouTube at Tiki Man Radio. Reach out if you've got a song request or a confession.
Surrounded by walls, but
Yeah, if you got a confession, send it to us. We'd like to share it online. I mean, this show started when we were on the X here in Key West. And we had a fun time with that show, and so we always like confessions. And I need to gonna amp some things up here. I got some ideas. So let me see. Donna had made a comment. Donna Cummings said that what would you find in our refrigerator? Tamales. You find that in a freezer. I just took a whole bunch of tamales down to the kids down at Nailtini, and man, they went crazy.
Do you usually have some kind of soup in there?
I'm always making
You've got a turkey leg in there right now.
making soup. Actually, when Sweet Harry was here, I taught her how to make that one soup. And
we
then
need to eat that turkey leg that's in there.
Yeah, well, that's your turkey leg, lady. When I did that turkey leg, I did that for you. Let me see. Bob Bitches says, Callie, you're going to love Key West. And, of course, Callie says, I believe you, Bob. The second thing I would do in Key West is go kayaking naked with that guy. Well, you know what? I want to say this. You got bigger balls than I got. So have fun, my friend.
You're in the kayak. Who's going to know?
Well, that's a good point. Unless it's, I don't know. Have fun. That's all I'll say. Sweet Harriet says, learn how to make the coffee rum martini.
Just pour some of that coffee rum into a martini glass.
Into a martini glass, shake it like crazy, and there you go. All right. And
Oh, that's what I was going to have instead of my rum.
What?
I was going to have some of the coffee rum.
Yeah, you end up getting more peeler. Well, that gives you an incentive after that one to have something else. Could be a good night after the radio show. I may not post anything on SoundCloud like I normally do. Let me see. Jojo Fish says all the comments about the fridge is kind of like theirs. So yes, you never know what's in our fridge. There's always something crazy going on in there. Bob Bitchin says 10 days will not be long enough with everyone there. Multiple vacations. Yes, and then he said
a fridge just for condiments.
I thought you were going to say condoms. I
We
was
have
like, what?
so many condiments.
We do have a lot of condiments. Jesus criminy. I'm trying to weed through
Barbecue
some of
sauces and salad dressings and
Yeah.
chili and pickles and
You know what would be good for that? One of them little hotel refrigerators. That'd be the condiment refrigerator.
I don't know. That might be too small. I would say half of our refrigerator, not the freezer, but just half of the refrigerator is probably filled up with just olives and pickles and mustard and
Yeah. I need to eat my beets. I love my beets. I got to have beets in my refrigerator, so I need to eat some of them beets in there. Let me see. Steve Brown says, Ray, do you drink foo-foo beers? LOL. That's what I call it. I mean, it's like some people put stuff in their coffee, special creamers, it's foo-foo coffee. No. Kathleen Brown says we love Key West so much too. Yes, so that's us. We love Key West. Although we did have somebody come through the house. This is a funny one. So we had another walkthrough.
potential buyer
The other day, and so they're supposed to be here at 12:30, and of course, knock on the door, knock. I go to the door, and as I open the door, the guy's like, "I'm your new landlord, and I'm raising the rent," and I'm like,
"Nice to meet you."
Wow. Nice to meet you. Come on in, And I'm like, I know this guy. And he's the owner of Pirate Radio here in Key West. And he was a really nice guy. Walked through the house, took his shoes off. I'm like, don't have to. Just do your thing, He said, we're not going to stay long. I'm like, no, look at the house. That's what you're here for. If you're buying a damn house here in Key West, you want to see every nook and cranny, for crying out loud. And really nice guy. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he might buy the place. Well, then today when I'm out there doing the stuff on the new car,
the place next door.
He's looking at the place next door that's for sale. So
which is also an apartment building. So.
Yeah, with 6 apartments.
6 units.
So I don't know what they're doing. I'm like, whatever. It's one of those things. Just all I want to know is
maybe I'll buy both.
When the hell will I don't have to worry about if I got to pack my bag and find someplace else to live? So. Who knows?
We saw an apartment for rent.
Yes.
Right across the street from LC Bonet.
I don't know if I could live across the street from LC Bonet. It's bad enough when I walk to the dentist in the morning and I'm smelling when cooking at 9 o'clock in the morning. And it's bad enough.
You wouldn't have to cook. We'd just be like, if you didn't feel like cooking, it's like, okay, let's just go to LC Bonet. Across the street.
I just get myself a wagon and find someone to pull me next door because I'm going to be fat sitting there eating all the time. I just want me over to LC Bonet. you know.
Be like if I lived in the Hill in St. Louis.
I know the Hill in St. Louis, which who knows about? If you don't know about the Hill in St. Louis, please let us know, and we'll give you the explanation of what the Hill in St. Louis is all about. Steve Brown says he likes day drinking, and Donna Cummings.
Chill has a song called "Day Drinking," don't they?
Yes, the old B-Man and Ms. Behavens, when we first started out, Jill Brown, who was one of our Ms. Behavens, and Colin, who was a songwriter, and eventually we brought him in. When we left Albuquerque for Key West, they started their own band called Chill, kind of a
Colin and Jill.
Colin and Jill, Chill kind of thing.
Colin Howard, CH, and then.
And they have one called Day Drinking. Maybe if I get time tonight, I'll throw it in, or maybe I'll throw it in next week and talk about it again. So, Donna Cummings said it finally cooled off enough there. They have a fire tonight. So,
ooh, smell you.
See, Ann Wehunt. Welcome to the show, Ann Wehunt. Nice to have you with us. We so appreciate you having or hanging out with us here on a Friday night here. And let me see. Is there anything else in here I need to bring up? Donna Cummings, condoms in the fridge? Oh, my.
Condiments.
It was condiments. I was like, I didn't know where she was going with that. So, But and then Michelle Myers, she said something and retracted it.
Probably something about the condoms.
I don't know. Michelle says, hi there. Sorry I'm late. Been an interesting night. Oh, we do want to know, Michelle. Please share. That's what it's called, Coastal Confessions. So, yeah. So I think I'm caught up with everybody's stuff here. What was else? Oh, tamales. I want to talk about tamales for a second. If you're coming to Key West for the 9th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, Key West Bound, October 30th, 31st, November 1st. That is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which...
Friday is Halloween.
Halloween! Which...
All Hallows Eve.
First thing I'm going to say is, if you want tamales, please let me know. I've got Donna Cummings and Michelle Myers. I've got your order. Please let me know so I can get a lot of things well in advance because, my schedule gets crazy. The other thing I want to talk about is Halloween costumes. This goes directly to, I don't know if Hippie Chick is listening tonight, but Hippie Chick, Michelle Myers.
Anybody have a plan?
Anybody else? What's the plan? Because
Harriet asked.
Harriet was asking the question, and I know Harriet's listening in. So if you've got comments, please share them because the only thing I could tell Harriet and Ray was, I don't know. And I know I'll get some information back on Fantasy Fest for you guys, what venues to participate in while you're down here. The wife swapping one is a good one. So I just want you to know that, for Fantasy Fest, that's a paid. So I'm just kidding when I say that. So anyway, there's a lot of crazy ones. There's some in there. It's like, you don't want to go to those. Really. Michelle Meyer goes, plan for what? For Halloween. Friday, October 31st. Which is our second day of the 9th annual Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, Key West Bound. Have you guys talked about anything for Halloween? Yeah, and Donna Cummings, Halloween costume. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that. So we need to know. People need to know. People are asking me, and I'm like, I don't really do costumes.
So a few other things that are almost always in our fridge.
Yes.
Bread.
Bread, yes.
Tortillas.
Tortillas, yes.
Cheese.
Cheese.
And eggs.
Eggs.
Lots of cheese. All kinds of cheese. Shredded cheese, sliced cheese, cheese snacks.
Donna Cummings, cultware? What are we culting for Halloween? Yes. Salad. That's the other thing that's always in my...
Lots of veggies.
That's in my... I'll eat a salad damn near every day.
Both of our drawers, there's a fruit drawer and a veggie drawer. Both drawers are filled up with veggies mostly. Although we do have a lot of fruit because he chops it up for me.
Yes, I chop up.
Or separates it and washes it and all.
Let's all dress like the Tiki Man for Halloween. There you go.
We could do a tiki theme.
Yeah, Jojo Fish, I'm like you guys. I was like, you know what? All the years of the Parrot Head crap we used to go to these events, it's like one suitcase was full of freaking costumes and the other one was our stuff. And I'm just like, I'm kind of out. I'm kind of like...
But the Fantasy Fest theme is what? Bedtime stories and something monsters? Monsters?
I don't know. First thing that came to my mind was bed knobs and broomsticks.
I was thinking The Princess Bride.
Inconceivable.
No, you should be the Dread Pirate Roberts.
She said I should be the Dread Pirate Roberts. I don't know why. But.
Because his name is Wesley.
So, hey, let me see. Now we're talking about drawers. Is Tony Newbern listening in tonight all the way from White Plains, Maryland? Michelle Myers says she's not wearing a tutu. Too freaking hot. How can a tutu be too freaking hot? That's a good question. You know what?
Maybe a long tutu. So. A little short tutu.
It says, I'm not dressing up again this year. It does. At some point.
It's a pain. But it's Halloween.
So Tony wants to know, why y'all dressing for fantasy? So, Tony, you haven't been to Fantasy Fest. I don't even know if you know what Fantasy Fest is.
I'll send him the website.
Yes, we'll send you some info on Fantasy Fest. But if you like to see ladies walking around painted and see boobs, dude, you know what? You're going to think you died and went to heaven. Maybe. Because some things you're like, all right, okay, I've seen enough.
Okay, so the theme this year, call to artists, bedtime stories and magical monsters. So I was thinking Puff the Magic Dragon would be good too. He's a magical monster.
You could walk around like a dragon with one of those the greenhouse, those big long doobies, the blow up doobies that I left at Danny's house last year for the pool party. I don't know if he remembers that or not, or if he still has it, but my God, during the parades, they pass them things out like they're, they throw so much candy out there. Well, the greenhouse is throwing out blow up doobies. So
I just sent Tony and Kathy the Fantasy Fest website.
yeah. So, and of course, Tony's like, a boob is a boob is a boob. Well, yeah, but,
Didn't he used to talk to, what's his face about that? Jimmy?
Jim Seymour? Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, well, the stories Jim used to tell me about before I knew what Key West is all about. I was just like, I don't know if I really want to go to Key West if I see stuff like that.
Well, it's just during Fantasy Fest.
Tony's like, once in Germany it was a thing. Yeah, it gets old after a while. Let's see, and Kathleen Brown says, condiments in the fridge. Maybe a condiment casualty? Just saying.
There you go.
Condiment Casualty, if you don't know that, is one of Sweet Harriet's songs. And I think should be playing it this year because Sweet Harriet is joining B-Man and Michelle on stage for the Tiki Man Radio Songwriter Showcase, the 9th annual. Did I mention it? The 9th annual. We've done this.
We play on Friday, right? On Halloween.
We do play on Halloween, so I don't know.
Like 1 or 2-ish, I think.
I know one song that's going to be in our list of songs. And
Tamale Man.
Tamale Man, of course, but I'm gonna play another Bill Crawley song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll get Bill Crawley in there. I miss that guy. So, Beth Height just sent me a message. Said she's out and about in Allentown. She's having fun, so she's not listening in tonight. But and Tony Newbern wants to know what to drink tonight. Well, I'm having a little bit of vodka with some Polar
Blonde Pilar rum.
So waste floaties. Michelle Myers, you'll be dressing up. She just sent a message. I won't be dressing up. So if you're not on YouTube, you should be on YouTube because you get to see everything that's happening in here. I got camera 1 on us, and then I got camera 2. Ooh, that's a nice shot of Michelle on camera 2. If you're not on YouTube, you're missing that shot. And, of course, camera 3, you get to see the wide angle of everything happening in our house. And, that's what we got going on here. So lots having. So Michelle's not having a. So Tony said you're not having a. You know what, Tony? Michelle doesn't really drink margaritas as much as we used to.
I drink rum.
She's a rum girl, and I'm actually in the middle of writing a song about Michelle
and my rum
and her rum. So, if you're interested in the title of that song, it's called "She Loves Her Pilar." So I'm working on that.
You weren't sure.
Yeah, I'm working it out. So, dress in ketone sticks so you know who peed in the pool. Callie. Hey, speaking of that, if you're on YouTube, check this out, Callie. Callie sent me a picture of his weather station. So I'm going to put that in here real quick. So if you're on YouTube, you get to see a picture of Callie and his little weather station, the coconut weather station. Is that what it was, Callie? A coconut weather station? Or is that like for hurricane, what was that like? Coconut moving, it's high winds, coconut spinning around, it's, coconut missing, it's a hurricane. So, but yeah, if you're on YouTube, you get to see the picture of Callie when he was on vacation this past few weeks, and it's a coconut on a string. So. And Donna Cummings said she had a lot of reef rum this past weekend in Fairhaven. And you know what? Donna, have you ever had my reef rum balls? If you haven't, you should try them when you're here. I'm sure I'll have more. I'll probably make more. So just saying, that's the way we roll. All right, I want to get to some more music. We got some new music coming up from Ricky Hanna.
And you still need to do your other thing.
And when we come back from that, we're going to do This Day in Music, everybody. We might just run over a little bit tonight. And that's the beauty of what we can do. So in the meantime, a little Post Malone. Funny thing, we ran into Post Malone. Well, we didn't run into him. We saw him when we were in Nashville last year. He was doing a music video going down Broadway in the middle of Nashville doing his thing. So it was kind of interesting. But a little Post Malone, and then we got some new music coming up for you all. B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions right here on Tiki Man Radio from Key.
Hey, this is B-Man, and you're listening to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle right here on Tiki Man Radio. And coming at you with some brand new music. Enjoy.
Oh, the waves are calling, come ride with me under the sun where we're wild and free. The morning light breaks, painting the sky. Grab your board, babe, let's catch a high. With every swell, our spirits soar. At Waikiki Beach, we want nothing more. Your laughter dances on the ocean breeze. With you by my side, life's a sweet tease. Riding the waves with the love of my life. At Waikiki Beach, it feels so right. Hand in hand we glide, hearts intertwined. Together forever, our souls combined. Oh yeah, oh oh oh. Surfing love at Waikiki is our show. Every wave we conquer, a story to tell. Dancing on water, we're under a spell. Your hair in the wind, it's wild and free. Every sunset whispers you're meant for me. Catch the rhythm, feel the tide. With you, my darling, I'm full of pride. The ocean's our playground and love's our guide. Just you and me, babe, on this joyful ride. Riding the waves with the love of my life. At Waikiki Beach, it feels so right. Hand in hand we glide, hearts intertwined. Together forever, our souls combined. Oh yeah, oh oh oh. Surfing love at Waikiki is our show. Surfboards dancing, our spirits ignite. Underneath the stars we'll shine so bright. Every splash, every laugh fills the air. In this paradise I find you everywhere. So let's ride the tide, let's chase the sun. With you by my side, life's just begun. Riding the waves with the love of my life. At Waikiki Beach, it feels so right. Hand in hand we glide, hearts intertwined. Together forever, our souls combined. Oh yeah, oh oh oh. Surfing love at Waikiki is our show. So here's to the sunsets and waves we embrace. With you, my darling, there's no better place. Waikiki Beach, where the world feels alive. In the arms of my love, that's where I thrive. Oh yeah, oh oh oh. Surfing love at Waikiki, forever I'll flow.
Hi, this is Sissy at Nailtini. Stop by for a mani-pedi at 817 Duval. Now, back to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle.
You know what time it is on the show. This day in music history, 1963, the first issue of Beatles Monthly, a magazine devoted to the group, was published. It continued for 77 editions until 1969, and at its peak was selling over 350,000 copies a month. 1964, Billboard magazine reported that the harmonica was making a comeback in a big way thanks to its use by Stevie Wonder, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, and Bob Dylan. 1971, the concert for Bangladesh, organized by George Harrison to aid victims of famine and war in Bangladesh, took place in New York's Madison Square Garden. The event featured performances by Bob Dylan, Ringo Starr, Billy Preston, Eric Clapton, and more. Here's a good one for you. In 1971, the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour premiered on CBS. I Got You, Babe. 1971, George Harrison hosts the concert for Bangladesh, the first major charity concert and the precursor to Live Aid. Guests included Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, Billy Preston, and Ringo Starr. You know what? They put that in there twice. They got that snuck in there from me. How about 1980? George Harrison formed a movie production company called Handmade Films, which produced the film Monty Python's Life of Brian, The Long Good Friday, Time Bandits, and Shanghai Surprise. 1981, just after midnight, MTV launched. That's today, August 1st. MTV launched. There was a pre-launch in May, but the channel officially went live today. The original purpose of the channel was to play music videos guided by television personalities known as video jockeys or VJs. The first video they played to kick off the station was what, Michelle? Video Killed the Radio Star by the Bugles. 81, Australia singer Rick Springfield started a 2-week run at number 1. And we know Rick Springfield from what? Jesse's Girl and TV show General Hospital. He played Noah Drake. 1987, Midnight Oil released their 6th album, Diesel and Dust. It features Beds Are Burning. 87, Los Lobos, number 1 in UK singles charts with the version of Richie Valens' song La Bamba, which also is a number 1 hit in US. What, Michelle? Michelle's over there on the couch going, hey, wait a minute. Let me see. 87, MTV Europe was launched. The first video played being Money for Nothing by Dire Straits, which contained the appropriate line, I want my MTV. 1988, Cincinnati AM radio station WCVG changed its format, becoming the first U.S. all-Elvis radio station. The burning love for the format died out after a year. On August 16th, 1989, it switched to talk radio. And interesting enough, in 1994, Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley announced that they were married, having wed at a secret ceremony in the Dominican Republic 11 weeks earlier. How about that? And let me see here. In 2015, Rush played their last concert, closing out their R40 live tour with a show at the Forum near Los Angeles. It was announced as their farewell, but the band had hinted as much. And at the end of the show, drummer Neil Peart uncharacteristically came to the front of the stage to take bow with his bandmates. He just normally stayed there at the drums and said, to hell with you guys, I'm not doing that. So, birthdays today, Ramblin' Jack Elliott is 94. Jerry Garcia was born today in 42. Boz Burrow, bassist for King Crimson and Bad Company, was born in 46. Rick Kantz, drummer for Grassroots, was born today in 46. Rick Anderson, bassist for The Tubes, was born today in St. Paul in 47. Tom Bachman, founding member of who? Bachman Turner Overdrive. BTO was born today in 51. Tom Boland of Deep Purple. Zephyr and the James Gang was born today in 51. Rob Buck of 10,000 Maniacs, born in 58. Joe Elliott of Def Leppard is 66 today. Coolio was born today in 63. Adam Durit of Counting Crows is 61. And Donna, however you want to pronounce it, Harrison is 47. And who is Donna Harrison? George Harrison's son, everybody. He's 47 today. And that, everybody, is the music history of the week. We're going to get to some more music, come back and talk a little bit, but I got to play this one right here. Los Lobos, La Bamba, everybody. Yeah! Friday night! Woo!
way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working, that's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. I should have learned to play the guitar. I should have learned to play them drums. Look at that mama, she got it sticking in the camera, man. We could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Get your money for nothing. Get your chicks for free. We got to install microwave oven, custom kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Listen here, now, that ain't working. That's the way you do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Money for nothing. And your chicks for free. Get your money for nothing.
Take a trip back in time with Jukebox Saturday mornings. Every Saturday, starting when you get up, Buttercup. Tiki Man Radio opens up the massive archives of the radio station and takes you back to that old shaggy music. Jukebox Saturdays, only on Tiki Man Radio.
You're listening to B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on Tiki Man Radio, your Coastal Americana music station. Now, back to B-Man and Michelle.
That's right, your Coastal Americana radio station. That's Tiki Man Radio, and thank you for having us on a Friday night. Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle, live from the Beechy Shell Hideaway in the Beechy Shell Studios. There's a lot of Beechy Shell stuff going on over there. What are you doing there, Michelle?
Looking for Princess Bride costumes.
Inconceivable! That's one of my favorites. Let me catch up here. We got Mo on. Hey, Mo! Say hi to Mo, Michelle.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Mo! And then, let me see. Dire Straits. Yeah, that was... I after doing the history, I had to play some of that stuff. La Bamba. And Michelle, was it one of your cousins who went to school with?
Yes, one of my... Actually, I think both Gary and, gosh, I'm trying to remember their names. Benji and Gary. They weren't twins. There was younger brothers who were twins that were closer to my age.
Yeah.
Benji and Gary went to high school with Richie Valens.
Very cool. I when you told me that, I was like, that's so freaking cool. And let me see. I'm trying to catch up on everybody on here. Callie says, I bought my first boombox the summer of '85 while stationed in Shepherd. Oh, 80. So I'm trying to remember, Callie, you were a Loadmaster. Loadmaster school was at Shepherd, because I was in Shepherd in '83. I got there New Year's Eve of 1982. So I spent my New Year's in tech school, and then, of course, I left early February. So, yeah, so you were there in '85. Yeah, so I was there in 82, last day of 82, going into 83. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let me see. I think I got everybody caught up. I've been going back and forth because I have people texting me. I got people on the YouTube live chat. So yes, that's right. You were a crew chief. That's right, Callie. So you know what? You need to come to Key West so we can hang out on the big round table where Danny and I hang out during
the round table.
The big round table and
Knights of the Round Table.
Knights of the Round Table. And
watch the Holy Grail.
We need to do that. We need to watch the Holy Grail again. I always liked the what was that one Monty Python where they were The Meaning of Life. That was always one of my favorites. And of course your favorite is
the Holy Grail.
The Holy Grail. So Donna says, I need to leave Bob in the dust, so I have so much vacation I can't use it all with him. So there you go. Let me see. I think I'm caught up on everybody. Yes, come to Key West. Actually, Callie, I think you need to come to Key West during the Songwriter Showcase. Come up with some kind of fake disease or something where you can't teach kids, and then, or you know what, just bring the whole class and just, let's get to school. Let's talk to school into you bringing your class down here, and then it's a whole nother where they can see how we do live concerts and things like that as part of radio broadcasting. I think that's a grand idea. I like that. So I'm sure Danny will chime in on that and say thumbs up. So let's see what happens there. We can't pay for that, though. Let me put that disclaimer out there. You're going to have to do cookie sales or something to make all that happen. But we'd love to see you guys down here. That's the joy of this whole comment here, that we'd love to have you come down. I'm trying to see if I've missed any other comments. Tonight has been a busy show. I'm telling you, I've been going back and I've had so many people texting me. I've had people sending me messages on Facebook. So I'm like a one-man band here. Actually, I need an intern, and I think I'm going to put
on social media.
Yeah, I think I need to get an intern in here that does nothing but answers my stuff, and and I can just sit here and go, yeah, okay, this is a radio show, and here's what we're doing.
I can't help since I'm not on social media.
Yes, you are like Incommunicado.
Incommunicado.
Jimmy Buffett wrote that song about you. Michelle's incommunicado. She's not on social media and she don't care. She's incommunicado. Oh, wow. Very cool. This has been a fun night. Okay, Mo says, I double dog dare you to go to Key West. Triple dog dare. Ooh, the triple dog dare.
She went straight to the triple.
She went straight to the triple dog dare.
Mhm.
All right, Callie. There's a triple dog dare involved in this whole thing. So Mo put it on the counter there. Slap that sucker, and we'll see you in Key West for the Songwriter Showcase. Because there is a triple dog dare. And you know what happens when you do triple dog dare? Your tongue gets stuck to a frozen post. So, triple dog dare you to come out here. I had to take a little sip. I was dry, for crying out loud. I've been running around here doing stuff. Have I forgotten anything? I wanted to bring up again, but I need to get to my... Let me see here. I want to get my German music on here, because it's important that I play this. Let me see. There we go. I got my German music on, and we're going to get to, as a reminder, not Callie holding the coconut over there, but the Southernmost Pint Brewpub. October 10th, 11th, and 12th, Oktoberfest, serving traditional German food and beer. If you're in Key West, come on down. If you're not in Key West, make some plans to come a little bit early, have a little bit of fun in October. There's going to be a Stein holding competition on the 11th, and they're going to have all kinds of fun little stuff. So I really think that maybe you guys should think about coming to Key West and hanging out with us. And all right, enough of the band. All right. Band's just getting too crazy out there, so. Donna says, oh, my God, not in Key West. Do you get your tongue on a post, possibly something else? Well, you never know.
Yeah.
There's a few places here in town I don't think I'd put my tongue, but I'm just saying. It's just one of those things. Let me see. Donna says, that's why Michelle is so happy, no social media. God, yes. I don't know if I would be on social media if I didn't have to deal with music and if I didn't have to do radio and advertise. Yeah, sometimes I actually sit in the mornings and I look at other things just because, man, social media can really just kind of, it's one of these things. Oh, my God. Robbie's on tonight. I wanted to put on some lederhosen with that ad. Well, you know what, Robbie? I want to see you in a pair of lederhosen there, my friend. I don't know if you tuned in to our last Tuesday on the Island. Remember, there's no Tuesday on the Island this coming Tuesday. When's our next one, Michelle? Is it this coming week?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
Here, from the house.
Yeah, so this week, tune in on B-Man Michelle's Tuesday on the Island. We're coming to you live right here from the Beechy Shell Studios. And Robbie, you had asked me to play some Jerry Jeff Walker songs.
Ooh.
And what? Well, Michelle wants Navajo Rug. I'll do Navajo Rug. But there was another one that you asked me specifically to play, and I'm trying to remember what that song was. You asked me for Curly and Lil once, and then you asked for cowboy boots and bathing suits, and I didn't play it this last time we did Tuesday on Island because you didn't show up for the show. I have them, and I promised you I would have them, so I'm not doing them until I see you on our Tuesday on the Island show live, and so there you are. So the Jerry Jeff Walker song, Ball is in Your Court, my friend. So I'll leave it at that. All right, Michelle, what do you think? What's after our show tonight at midnight?
The jukebox thing.
Saturday. So I love that. One of my favorite things, I've always said this, is when He does some of the old Paul Harvey stuff. I love Paul Harvey. Robbie, you got to remember, put it on your damn calendar, man. I'm gonna get strict with you now. Put that on your calendar, my friend, and make sure you show up for one of our shows. So there is a Tuesday on the Island, which means this week, with us doing Tuesday on the Island coming up, it'll be on next Sunday's show. There won't be one for this Sunday. There'll be one for the following Sunday. So there you go. Trying to keep track of all this. Sometimes it's a lot for me to handle because I am 61. And Danny's always said he's worried about me as I'm getting older. So thank you for listening to Barefoot Radio tonight. Oh, no, Tiki Man Radio. There you go. I'm messing with you, Danny. So I can do that. Actually, I wondered if Jack Smith, who came to the house here this past week, he was one looking at the house. He's thinking about buying the property. But he said he was going to tune in to Tiki Man Radio.
He said he was going to listen to us tonight.
Said he was going to listen tonight. So I don't know. I haven't gotten a text from him or anything. But he might have been listening to us. He said he was going to listen to us. So I think he made the comment, why don't you come to Real Radio? And I said, you know what? I'm on it now. I think is what I told him. I said, I'm on Real Radio now. We're worldwide, baby. I got people in Iran listening to us. They're going, I don't know who this guy is, but he's funny as shit. So, there you go. Ravi said you used to get Facebook reminders. I don't know. Callie says, great show. Thanks for a great send-off to a weekend. Yes, this is the weekend, everybody. We're going to close the show down. Thanks for hanging out with us. This has been a really, really fun show, and I appreciate everybody who's tuned in and just, being a part of what we do in this life. And you know what? This is what living is to me and Michelle. We moved here for a reason. We love Key West. We love the people who come to Key West. And I think Jimmy Buffett kind of closes it out special for us tonight. So that's what living is to us. Hope you guys have had fun tonight. Don't leave yet. You know how we close the show out? Be a part of the close.
Jason Mason hears the sound of whistle blows in Congo town, and the mailboat's in. Mailboat's in. It brings them things from oh so far, old magazines and Snicker bars. A simple man, a simple plan. The world's too big to understand. Be good, and you will be lonesome. Be lonesome, and you will be free.
That's what living is to me. Thank you very much
This
for
is Sweet Harriet from New
having
Hampshire.
us here.
Thanks for stopping by and tuning in to Coastal Confessions with B-Man and Michelle on Tiki Man Radio.
Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with B-Man and Michelle's Coastal Confessions on a Friday night, coming to you live from the Beechy Shell Studios at the Beechy Shell Hideaway. And this is what living is to us, living down here and having you join us every Friday night and being a part of our world. We so appreciate each and every one of you. And, Michelle, you have anything you want to close out with?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys so much. And as we close the show out every week,
y'all come back now. You hear?
Y'all come back now. You hear? We'll be back here next Friday. And if you got a song you want to hear, don't forget to let us know. And we so appreciate each and every one of you. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Take care. See ya.